Welcome to my home kitchen on the Irish West Coast and just a short stroll from Hazel Mountain Chocolate, my very own factory. Food is my love language, my passion, my playground. But here's the twist. I'm not just serving food, I'm trading it for stories. So make yourself at home because here, every bite comes with a story. Today on Food for Stories, we get fizzy with a local kombucha maker, unwrap a chocolate love story, and step into German-Irish home where sausage preferences aren't taken lightly. Then it's into the oven with a cake that's part dessert, part science experiment. Let's go! Ellen, I'm so excited to be here because we met a few years ago at an event. I'd love to know a little bit about how you started the business.
With kombucha, it was a lockdown project for my partner and I. We started making kombucha kind of in this barn. We were living in a place called Hurst Botanicals. We were brewing away and fermenting away, and then everyone was like, oh, can I have some of that? And can I have a little bit more? It was kind of a spark moment where we were like, wow, we would really like to do something with this. And we were living in the UK at the time. We were just back from traveling, and my parents said, you know, there's something here at home where you can start doing your own little business, and we have a little space. Why don't you come home? So yeah, kombucha in some senses kind of, you know, brought us here to Clarecastle, to my hometown.
Your parents must be so delighted kombucha brought you home.
Yeah, sometimes.
And your partner, Alex, he's from the UK?
He is, yes, yeah.
So tell me how you met and who converted who?
Oh, it was always going to be Alex, that was. So we met in the food industry, and we actually happened to be paired up in the same team. And we worked together for a couple of months, and you know, he was kind of getting his flirt on, as we say. You know, I was playing it cool, you know. And yeah, eventually we just really connected. I think, you know, it's such a joy to be able to work with somebody before you actually date them, because you really get to see what they're like. Yeah. And he was really into nature and food. We've tried to create a life that resonates with those two things. Kombucha is a funny one because it's like that balance between having a cup of tea with somebody and having that pint of Guinness. So it gives you that kind of like adult tea drink without having the alcohol.
And what I love, because you actually pull your kombucha here like a pint.
Yeah.
It's just so fun.
Yeah, and it gets a little head on it as well, yeah. When we started brewing and fermenting, we'd have the Tidy Towns committee coming in, and we'd be giving them samples to see how they were getting on and trialling it on them. And after a while, all of Clarecastle knew what kombucha was. We opened a space so that we could connect with people and have a touch point. Since then, this has actually transformed into like a community hub.
So it's community approved kombucha.
Yeah. I have endless amounts of sheets of just like written trials, like redoing it and trialing it with different teas to just get it right for the base. When it comes to adding like a flavour in on that, you know yourself, you can kind of go crazy with flavours.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be really experimental and nobody will get it. Pear and plum, I happened to put that combination together myself, and I loved it from the very beginning. So that stayed, regardless of what anyone says. The others are kind of inspired by, you know, the berries that we have around us and the elderflower hedgerows.
Are you inspired more by the London buzz or the beautiful Irish countryside?
I feel like when you spend so much time here, you're like, oh, I'm craving a little bit of city, a little bit of a buzz, and then I get over there and I have it, and I'm just ready to come back for a bit of peace and quiet again. However, I do love London for all of the inspiration with flavours. There's endless amounts of inspiration in that melting pot of culture. But we do like our quiet life here in Ireland. Yeah, so when we opened the space, we were suddenly like, oh wow, this is what it's supposed to feel like. The first 2 years we actually had to learn, like relearn things in our relationship of how to work together.
Yeah.
And now we feel like really strong. But yeah, we're just really happy that we can do it together as well.
We are from the United States. I'm with the Dandelion Journals in Atlanta, Georgia, and we have brought this fun group of women to tour Ireland.
And what made you choose Kombucha Workshop?
Because it's something different. We don't have kombucha workshops where I live, and it was recommended that we come here.
7 nights of delicious food, drink.
Yes.
Laughter.
Basketball. We've taken many day trips out and around. The culture, the excitement that it brings, new places. We like to go to new places, and none of us have been to Ireland. It's fun.
Yes.
The best part is the people, I would say.
So I'm actually going to get some kombucha from you, and I'm going to make a cake.
I know.
To make it, you really need some good carbonated drink. And I thought, why not use kombucha? Because it's bubbly. It's got fizz, yeah, and natural fizz as well. Yeah. So yeah, that's really cool. Refreshed by kombucha, now slightly hungry. I'm making a quick detour to a beautiful bakery for a little pick-me-up. Zebra cake was a staple in my childhood, and today I'm going to give it a little twist. And some people pair chocolate with wine, and today I'm going to pair kombucha with chocolate. I have beautiful flavors here, and I think I'm going to use apple and elderflower. You won't really taste a lot of it in the cake, but I think I like to use this one. First, we need to separate egg yolks and egg whites. And we're going to whisk egg whites with castor sugar. First, we need to froth the eggs for a few seconds before adding castor sugar. And then we add sugar gradually, spoon by spoon. Once the mixture is glossy and shiny, we're going to start adding our egg yolks. Now the mixture is ready. We're going to add some baking powder to flour. I'll give it a rough mix. Now we're going to sieve the flour into the mixture in about 3 parts. Now the mixture is ready and it's time for our kombucha. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some olive oil and kombucha and alternate that. Fresh kombucha is going to have the best fizz that we need for that cake. All the bubbles come from kombucha fizz, and that's what's going to make it really fluffy. We're going to move on to separating the dough into 2 parts, and that's what's going to create the zebra effect. We're going to add cocoa powder 3 tablespoons to 1 part of our batter, and 3 tablespoons of flour to the other part. And we need to mix. Now we're going to assemble the zebra stripes. So we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of batter just in the center of the baking tin, followed by 2 of our chocolate mixture. And you continue on like that until all the batter is finished. The cake is ready to go into the oven, but I'm just thinking it actually looks like the Burren Mountains.
really do think this looks like the Burren Mountains, the Mullaghmore Mountain. It's so beautiful, it's so fun. I'm going to cover this beautiful top with a thin layer of chocolate icing. For the chocolate icing, I'm going to use this beautiful Irish dark chocolate made with cocoa beans from Bolivia. It is so flavoursome. I'm not going to add anything else, no vanilla, just chocolate and butter. Look how fun! This is such a fun cake. Now, I'm going to take the first bite as well. This is so delicious. It's such a simple taste, but it's so comforting. So it's Diane and
Jim,
how come you're here? What's bringing you here to this little chocolate factory?
5 years ago on St. Patrick's Day, my nephew and his fiance actually got married in the Abbey down out in the field across the street. And we had come here the day before to locate this Abbey and discovered the chocolate factory. So what we did is we asked the girls if we could do a reception after the wedding.
I think they even said, we'll make a special little cake for you. And we have pictures of them eating the cake and putting it in each other's mouth. It was so wonderful.
And we surprised my nephew and his new wife with a reception here at your establishment, and they remember to this day. It's one of their fondest memories.
So on our way to Galway today from the Aran Islands, we're in the area, and Jim said to our friend Andy, would you ask your phone, ask Google if we're anywhere near Hazel Mountain Chocolate? And he said, we're 5 minutes away. And it was just, you must have just felt we were in the area because we didn't really know. And so we said, we have to go there, let's go. So here we are. That was the day we were driving around. Okay. We came in and had coffee.
That was the research, okay.
Right, and when we said, where's the Abbey? They said, look out that window. And we were like, oh my goodness, how's that?
Oh, that makes me so
Isn't it great?
sentimental.
Yes. So we came in the morning before the wedding to make sure that everything was still going to be okay, and it was. There they are, getting all ready for the wedding. It was cold and windy, and let's see, we'll get through the wedding here, and then we'll all come back to your place, and it was a surprise for them. So they didn't know, and there she is walking in. Oh!
The chocolate cake.
Isn't that great?
And I actually have a little cake, so you can have a little taste.
Oh, look at that. All right. You won't like it. All right.
I'll make that decision for me.
I'll share. It's wonderful.
So guys, tell me a little bit about yourselves.
We're from Germany actually, and we're on vacation. So my dad, he just had his 70th birthday, and so we decided that we gift him the trip. He's a big fan of Guinness, my mother's as well. So yeah, so and then we decided that we'd do a little round trip to see everything. So I've been here before. She's from Ireland originally. As mentioned, they are a very big fan of Guinness. So and
to know each other over again.
yeah, true. Yeah, my dad, he mentioned that he always wanted to see also the brewery in Dublin, and so we planned a little trip to see the whole island, or at least the main spots. Like what you also like, Cliffs of Moher. And, yeah, like this place, exactly. So yeah.
We actually drove by the last time.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend said we have to stop here this time because they're open and come out for a chocolate.
Yeah.
When you come to Ireland, what is the kind of priority when you come to visit Ireland?
My family is my priority, to be really, really honest. But the second thing would be the pubs, Guinness, the good food, and sweet little shops like this. Small sweet cafes, and love to eat cake and have good coffee and hot chocolate.
True. It's usually the things you just stop by and then you see something which just catches your eye and it's like, okay, let's just stop here.
And how do you feel in Ireland? What are your first impressions? What do you think?
My first impression was everything is so flat here. Just flat, no mountains, except yeah. I really love it. It's so much nature around. Everything is green, like you ever imagine. Like when you think about Ireland.
And which part of Germany you're from?
Bavaria. That's why everything is flat here in comparison to the to the mountains in Bavaria and stuff. Yeah.
Irish sausages or German sausages?
German sausages. I'm sorry to say, it breaks my heart, but they taste a bit more of something.
Yeah.
Actually, the Irish sausages are very bland.
Oh no.
They're lovely. They are
We have to cut that.
And is there anything that you guys introduced Seline to that she was maybe like a little bit like, oh, I don't like it, and now she loves it? Something very German.
Our family. No.
So what's your favorite German dish?
Wiener Schnitzel.
And more the local cuisine, I guess. Schäufele is also something you.
Knödel.
Knödel.
Oh,
Knödel. I love knödel. They're like round balls of potato.
And bread. And or bread.
Yeah, and or bread.
Talking about food, I have a little cake for you to taste.
It's so, I don't like the word moist, but it's really moist. It's salty and
It's a good thing
Yeah.
for cake.
it's absolutely gorgeous.
I like the chocolate flavor. It's really, really nice and intense.
I'm sure there's a lot of nice bakeries and little cafes as well in Bavaria, yeah.
Yeah, we have good bread and stuff, and pretzels. It's a good combination with chocolate.
That's true. I don't know what's it called in English. Laugen. It's a topping. It's a thing which makes the pretzels brown.
Or like a glaze.
Yeah, exactly. And it's called Laugen in German, or German, and that really goes well with chocolate because it's also the kind of salty. Some manufacturers of chocolate, they do that with like pretzel pieces inside of chocolate and stuff like that. So it's awesome. Yeah.
It was so lovely talking to you.
Thank you.
No worries.
Yes, was schuld, dass wir zwei zusammen sind.
We told that already. It's like that, yeah.